I always say whatever is meant for you will not pass. I think I discovered something. The Swiftie community is so loving. I did get a little lonely. It's like the real stuff about this lifestyle. Alexa, tree on. Okay. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another trip, and if you are not familiar with my videos and also me, my name is Marina. I'm a mainline flight attendant here in the United States, and I am headed to Toronto, Canada. So I've been to Vancouver, Canada, actually a year ago. I think it was like a day before New Year's Eve. That was actually the very first time I've ever left the United States in general. Like, I've never left the States. So I live in Washington, so Vancouver, BC is like super close. It's probably like a couple hour drive, right? And then as you guys saw, if you're familiar with my other videos, I flew to Mexico for the very first time. So there's just a lot of firsts for me within the year, and slowly covering a lot of the US states. And there's this cute little video I made of kind of where I've flown as a new hire flight attendant within like the last 6-7 months I've been flying. It's just crazy to me where I was a year ago. So I don't know, I just started to reflect on that for some reason, but I decided to pick up some more flying for the month. It is technically was a day off for me. I did take off one of my reserve blocks. I unfortunately had a family emergency that just happened this week. Thankfully, they are okay. I did pick this up prior, so I definitely was kind of debating getting rid of it because I just wasn't in the mood. A ton of people that I saw that were interested in this trip, because I guess Taylor Swift is in Toronto, I think, these next few days, and I don't know if she has like a few shows going on or whatever. I'm not a major Swiftie or anything, so I will not be like trying to attend. I'm so curious to see how many Swifties will be on this flight, so I'll report back to you guys and let you know. But it is 5:45 in the morning, and my report this morning is at 6:17, so we have a little bit of time, but I'm gonna go ahead and start getting out because I have so much bags. I think I want to do a couple of holiday things, kind of hang out with y'all, bring you along. I don't really have a full itinerary. I think we land in Toronto a little bit before 3 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I better go, and I'll see you guys at the airport. One here. I was thinking to go get Starbucks, but at this time, now I'm not too sure I have time to get Starbucks. That's my key. This is got here. We got friendship Swiftie bracelet. I'm not gonna lie, I've had the best flight of my life probably. I have all of these bracelets from the flight. I also traded some downstairs. I've never done this before, and these little girls were like, you want to trade? And let's do it. I just made it to my room. I was downstairs making a bracelet, so they had a bracelet making station downstairs, so I was doing that probably for like a good 30 minutes. Why am I cheesing so much? The Swiftie community is so loving, so cute. Okay, anyway, I made it to my room. I'm so impressed, so let's do this room tour. Yeah, so I just came in the door here, and first off, this floor is very nice, and look how much room I have. I feel like I have a foyer or something. To the right of the door. This is what we got going on over here. To the left here, I think this is the closet. This thing is huge. Take a peek. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is very nice. We have robes and looks like we have slippers in here. I see them peeking out. Shoe mitts. These, I don't know what this is. I know this is help put on your shoes. So from the closet to the left of the door is the restroom. Okay. Very nice. The shower. Super spacious. Oh wow, they gave us so much makeup remover. A body buffer? I'm sorry, what? They give a little mini sewing kit at the bottom. Let's move on. The doors here are so tall. Like the ceilings are really high and all the things. So anyway, we come out and this is the view. Here's a full body mirror. To the left of the closet, we have our microwave. And I'm assuming down here is a fridge. Oh, nice fridge too. An espresso, perfect. Definitely making one of these when I head out tonight because I'm a little tired. There's some complimentary water, ice bucket, and office eating area. This couch looks dangerous. Like I could pass out. And a giant bed to ourselves. This lamp is going crazy. This thing is huge. As for the view, I am facing the opposite way of the stadium where Taylor Swift is at. This is still not a bad view at all. Let's step back so you guys can see this. This is insane. I'm mind blown. Like I can literally sit up here if I wanted to. I mean, I'm not, but I could. Wow. So anyway, here's the view down here. It looks like there's a Starbucks across the street and some kind of drug mart there. Very tall buildings. So many people walking around in bedazzled, sparkly outfits. Yo, I'm so glad. Like I was telling myself, you know, I almost got rid of this trip because I just wasn't in the mood. But I'm so glad I kept it. I always say whatever is meant for you will not pass. I try to get rid of this trip and I was like, this will be easy to get rid of. Like, especially this month, I feel like everyone's been trying to get their hours in. So I put it up for grabs like super last minute, like the day before. No one said anything. I seen someone advertise for work, said that they wanted specifically this layover for the Taylor Swift concert. I was like, hey, like I have it if you want it. She almost took it, but she had an appointment that she was like, let me see if I can reschedule. And then she decided later on, she's like, you know what, I'm gonna do the responsible thing and just keep the appointment. So I was like, hey, you know what, do you? And no one grabbed the trip. But at the same time, I'm so glad no one did. I'm making so much memories. Y'all, like more than half of this plane was people flying from Seattle to Toronto to see Taylor Swift, which is crazy, especially because Taylor's going to Vancouver, BC, a whole lot closer to Seattle area. I was just blown away about how many people flew from out of town to come see Taylor Swift perform, and she's doing multiple nights here, like multiple. She even, I think, had the concerts last weekend. I'm not a Swiftie, but this has been so fun. And then passengers were giving us gifts, and as I was mentioning, I got bracelets from the flight. A lot of these were from passengers. I remember I was doing my safety briefing for the exit rows and I just finished and I was getting the verbal confirmation and putting my hand out like this, and one of them like grabs the bracelet and just stretches it over my hand. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, verbal confirmation, you're comfortable with this responsibility? She goes, yeah. On the announcements and the flight attendant, she goes, the flight being serviced to Toronto, which clever. Upon deplaning, one of the flight attendants, she was like, hey, like, could you from the back play Taylor Swift on the PA? And I was like, sure, why not? My hand was cramping, but I was having a blast. It was fun. And the girl in the back with me, she was like not a Taylor Swift fan. She's kind of like, you know, just me, just not really a Swiftie, but like we don't listen to her often, but we know of Taylor Swift and like some songs. But and then I put on, I think, one of her old ones, and I got her to budge, and then she started singing and dancing. I was like, ooh, I got you. We landed like 2:30 or a little bit before 3, I think, but by the time we were on our way to this hotel, it was 3:30. We got to the hotel around 4, and it's now 4:53. I was downstairs for half an hour making a bracelet. I want to change, get settled in real quick. I'm gonna stay up, so I'm not gonna nap because I think our van time for tomorrow is around like I think it's 2:42 p.m. I have to double check on that. I'll be able to sleep in, almost forgot the flight time, 3 hours and 50 minutes. It's actually a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be at least over 4. There was quite a bit of turbulence headed out of Seattle, and then kind of when we were approaching here, there was recently like this cyclone, as they call it. They can't really call it a hurricane, I think is what I was reading. I can't remember, because we are on the Pacific Northwest, like it identifies differently, but it's like almost the same thing. Anyways, very, very strong winds. We had lost power the night before, like 6 p.m. ish. We got our power back at like 6 a.m. The other 3 flight attendants on this flight with me have no power right now, and so they actually were looking forward to this layover because they're like, you know what, I get a charged phone, a warm room, a shower, and I feel so bad. I am all dressed. This is my little outfit of the day, of the night, and then I got some walking shoes on. I was gonna make a coffee to kind of stay awake, but I'll do fine. I think I just need a placebo, to be honest. I don't really like hot coffee, but I'm gonna do it. I got the Nespresso here. I'm gonna do a decaf. If you guys haven't tried this, just get a flavored protein shake. I've been doing this for years, but like apparently it's a really big thing. When I first found out about putting protein shakes in coffee, literally it was when I was a preschool teacher, and that was approximately 8 years ago. That time flies by so fast. I'm gonna brew one more shot. My shake is kind of cold, so I'm gonna reheat this in the microwave. It is 40 degrees outside. Here's my stories if you're wondering. Oh, that's just the elevator. My bracelet making. All right, y'all. Cafecito is ready. So let's go to the Christmas market. overall, really great experience out. Toronto is very beautiful. Loved it very, very much. I did get a little lonely, I'm not gonna lie. So I think, you know, many of us hear that the flight attendant life can be lonely. And although I'm totally fine and I'm happy and I'm enjoying myself, what makes it lonely for me is that I'm having such a good time that I wish I could share this with somebody, especially like my significant other, you know. So I guess that's kind of like where it gets hard, but it really hit me today because I was at, you know, the Christmas market and everyone's like kind of, you know, with their boo thing or with a large group of friends. I was having so much fun and looking at all the Christmas stuff. There's quite a few things I wanted to buy, but I was like, I can't buy everything. So anyway, I was just like, I was missing my boyfriend so much. I just wish he was there with me. It's like the real stuff about this lifestyle. On my way to the holiday festivities, I did stop in a thrift store I found along the way naturally, and I actually did buy a shirt, which I will show you guys. Okay, so here's the shirt. It's just a really simple, you know, button-up shirt. Although this is from Karl Lagerfeld, and I think it's like a luxury designer. Anyway, so it says Karl right there. I don't know, I thought it was fun. I like crisp white blouses, and I just like wearing, you know, pretty neutral outfits and then kind of spicing it up, you know, with color, you know, with accessories, stuff like that. Kind of like one we're doing today. This was, it says it was 15 Canadian dollars. I underestimated this walk, by the way. This walk, it ended up being 38 minutes, which is totally fine. Like, I don't mind getting my steps in, but I was just like, oh, like, that's not what I thought. To get into this Christmas, like, holiday distillery situation, I'll leave the link in my description for you guys. I walked up, and I guess you have to pay after 4 p.m. Okay, so to get in to the distillery winter village, I guess is what it's called. So it says it was $16.70 Canadian, and then for US it was $11.99. I walked by this cookie place and I did kind of film it. I'm gonna bring home for my boyfriend and I to do maybe like after dinner or dessert activity. These are cookies that you can paint, and underneath you just, I think it's just food coloring, like palette basically, and you just get it wet. There's a little brush here, and then you can paint your cookie and then we can eat it. These were $7 each Canadian, and I got the tree for me, and then I got my boyfriend the elf. There was a Santa Claus, but I was like, I kind of like the elf. And the whole market was sponsored by Dior, I guess, Christian Dior. There was so many photo opportunities, so if you're into that kind of thing. While I was shopping, one of the little, not vendors, but she kind of works at one of the shops there, she was giving me recommendations to places to eat, and I did stop by one of them, and I was like, okay, like, seems kind of bougie in here. I stopped by the first one. It was like kind of a oyster bar, and they had other things on the menu, but I don't know, I didn't gravitate towards that one so much. I just kind of peeked in and I just left. I ended up going to Marina. I filmed a lot there. It's a Spanish like tapas kind of place, and apparently it does have a Michelin star. It's nothing incredibly fancy, but I think just like the quality of the foods, they're very, very small bites, but the quality of the food is really delicious. I do have one complaint. I sat there for almost 30 minutes just waiting to pay, and I was like, y'all really just want me to leave, don't ya? I'm just like, take my money and you're not coming to me. Trying to be patient, and it was just kind of ruining my vibe a little bit, but it's fine. The food was good. I think I paid $45 Canadian including the tip, but actually $36.04 US. To me, that wasn't too bad, although if you look at what I bought, it kind of looks, it is a little pricey for what I got, but I think it's the quality. So I had a mushroom and kind of truffle thing, and I got 2 pieces of those, and then the slices of meat you saw were cured pork, like chorizo, and those are actually really good. I was definitely pleased. It was something that was really good to enjoy on its own, which kind of makes you appreciate, you know, the food. But I think, I don't know, it's just kind of missing something, like little breads or maybe like some cheese to pair. It was something that like would pair very nice with it, and like obviously you can enjoy it on its own, but I just think, you know, it was missing a little something. But those little bread with the shaved truffle and all that on there and the mushroom was so good. I kind of wish it came in like a bigger size because I would have like devoured those. And those were $10 Canadian, and then the chorizo actually was $20 Canadian. I think I discovered something that I truly just like was blown away with. Cinnamon on top of a beverage that's not coffee. Like, what? I never would have thought of that. So it was a very like fruity drink. It was like various syrups and kind of, you know, fruity flavors. Mango, strawberry puree, I think there was something else, lime, whatever, I forgot. And then they had iced tea, and then they topped it off with cinnamon, and this was $10 Canadian. Y'all, I'm gonna start putting cinnamon on top of my drinks because it was so good. I don't know what about it. I was very, very impressed with it. It was so simple, but I was blown away. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this more often. Just throw some cinnamon on there. I don't think I showed you guys my bracelet that I made. Like I said, we had a bracelet making area. So what I did obviously is Seattle to YYZ, which is Toronto, if you didn't know. That's the airport codes. And then I did 2 hearts and my name, clearly. I didn't make this to exchange with anybody, like kind of how I got all these bracelets. I made this strictly as a memory, a little keepsake. Okay, anyway, I will see y'all in the morning. So, good night. Good morning, vloggy vlog. We are up and at 'em. I did my makeup a little bit, so I am a little put together because we're going on a morning walk. We're gonna go get Tim Hortons for the first time, and then I think I'm going to walk over to the Toronto side. I feel like that's kind of fitting. The outfit of the day is a workout set. I have like a Gymshark shirt, Lululemon leggings, and my same shoes from yesterday, and same jacket as well. Here's my little purse. The weather's looking the same, just cloudy. I put on my workout outfit because I was gonna stop in the gym. I'm kind of considering this walk as my warm-up maybe, and we'll see how I'm feeling afterwards. Regular just oat latte, and I was hoping to get their holiday drinks, but I don't know, the one I went to like had very limited stuff. So anyway, so frizzy. I'm so cold. The wind was like really picking up, and warm up my body a little bit. I figured I'd come straight to the gym because if I went straight to my room, I probably wouldn't have made it down here, to be honest. Caesar salad. I'm gonna take a body shower. 2 hours until van pickup. Time went by fast this morning. It feels colder today for some reason, even though last night I was out later. I don't know, maybe it was like the wind or something. Don't know. I am officially ready. We're in the dress for today. I redid my whole makeup. Right now it is 2:09 and I am already packed up, ready to go. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but tomorrow I start a reserve block, so I'm good for 3 days, and that basically means I'm on call. But with my company, you can self-assign the day before between 10 and 2 p.m. And this is for every day prior to like your block starting or whatever you're still good for. And I was able to self-assign a 3-day trip. So I will leave later in the day tomorrow night. So that gives me like kind of a peace of mind. I can sleep in, take care of what I need to prior to me leaving. But of course, like, crew scheduling can always reassign me at any point, but it's not that likely unless they desperately need me and they can get the trip I'm on covered. We'll see how it goes, and of course I will vlog it for you guys. I'll bring you guys along. It is somewhere I haven't been before, so that should be exciting. I'm not sure if I've shown you guys my jackets. So I have my cardigan in my bag that I'm able to wear like on the plane, and you know, if I'm a little chilly or whatever. This one right here is like a lighter transition coat. We are allowed to wear this during boarding and such. Sometimes I'll wear it on its own. I have a puffer at home. This one is the trench coat. It comes with a hood and also some lining that we can unzip from the inside. Prefer this coat without the hood, to be honest. But I think this jacket looks so good when it's closed, and so then this has the big flaps here, and I'll just keep my neck warm by kind of shoving that there. I'll bring this over, put the button in right here. Pretty much looks like this, and then I will then tie this around. And there we have it. I'm all bundled and warm. I actually have navy earmuffs, and I have navy gloves as well, but it's not that cold yet. I should have used those on my walk because it actually would have helped. That's the outfit of the day. Let's go home. Okay, there we are. Back in Seattle. Hold on, I'm feeling nauseous, so I just need something real quick. Oh shoot, I have a Snickers in the trunk. One second. Because you are not you when you're hungry. So the flight time going to Toronto was 3 hours and 50 minutes, and then coming back it was 4 hours and 50 minutes. Hold on. We were delayed 1 hour and 25 minutes. So apparently there was a maintenance issue that actually should have been taken care of on the previous flight by the crew coming in to Toronto, and it didn't, and so we got stuck with it, and then that's what delayed our flight. We didn't have to do any like ground delay service or anything, but the door was open the entire time, so people can, you know, technically have the option to get off if they truly wanted to, but nobody did. There was a little baby. Oh, her name was, I think it was Mila is her name. She was 9 months old, and it's her first time flying. She was so cute, such a happy baby. She was silent the whole trip, and she took plenty of naps. She was just the cutest. I love her, so shout out to her. We did get back later than expected, but I am still legal for my trip tomorrow. One of the girls for my trip, she was not legal for her trip tomorrow, but she's a line holder, so she got paid protected for it. She had like a 6:30 a.m. report or something like that. She didn't have legal rest, so they took that trip from her, and she's pretty much still paid for the trip because this was something like out of her control, and so that was good for her, good for her. Anyway, I'm gonna drive home. Thank you for watching today's video. If you made it this far, you are a real one, and I will see you in our next video, so stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't already. So I'll see you guys around. Bye.